Hey, I'm Bill Deweese, pro voiceover talent and voiceover career coach. Hope you're doing well. And I'm recording this over the weekend and just wanted to report on this past week. I've tried to be very transparent with you guys as to, and I always do, in regards to the business and how it goes and the ups and downs and the challenges and what it takes to really create a sustainable and successful voiceover career. And I wanted to let you know that this past month was a $12,000 plus day for me in voiceover. And let me say before I go any further that prior to this week has been, for those of you who have been following me, I've seen about a 50% decrease in my voiceover work since the outbreak of COVID. Now, fortunately, I'm in a place in my career where it hasn't affected my ability to live the lifestyle I live, no problem paying bills. I'm not putting as much into savings and investing and that kind of thing. But in terms of just everyday life, I'm very fortunate, so I have no room to complain. But just as a point of comparison, and this past week, things picked up. Now, I must say, 12,000 is not my biggest week ever, but it's bigger than my average. My average week is right around $7,000, give or take. So it was better than average. But I wanted to talk about what I've been doing. We need to put it in context. Just to throw numbers around with no context is not helpful to anyone. So during this time of the pandemic, and of course, training budgets get pulled back, advertising budgets get pulled back. Now, I know some folks whose business has actually grown during this time of COVID because they've been working on projects very specific to that. But many of us have seen, a drop in business. So during that time, what I have done, I didn't panic. I'm not going to say that my heart didn't skip a beat or two and that I had no concern, because I'd be lying if I said that. But I also understand that there is an ebb and flow to business. So let me just talk about that for a second, then I'll be more specific about what I've been doing. I look at business much like I look at the stock market. If you look, and I'm heavily invested in the stock market, and I invest very regularly. And if you look at the history of the stock market over the past 100 plus, 120 years or so, you will see that there are huge ups and huge downs and some small ups and downs. It's a constantly moving line that always trends up. So even though on a given year may be huge gains or even negative gains, the stock market averages usually someplace between 8 to 10% growth. So if you're a long-term, and this is very important, if you're a long-term investor, having an approach called dollar cost averaging, where you consistently put X number of dollars into your investments, into the stock market, be it every week or every month, and that is a part of my investment strategy. I do long-term investing as part of that. I don't sweat the market. When there was a huge drop in COVID, I don't like seeing my account drop 20 to 30%, but I don't sweat it because I'm in it for the long haul, and I know that it will bounce back and there will be other opportunities. So regardless of what happens, whether the market is soaring or whether it's in the tank, I'm consistently putting my money in every week. As a matter of fact, when the market does tank, I'm looking for opportunities to even put more money in to really good companies, because I know there's a high likelihood. I'm always playing the numbers. I know there's a high likelihood that company will do better and come out of it, and that will basically allow me to buy that company on sale because the price will eventually go back up. I say all of that to say that is how I look at my business, my voiceover business, that during this time of pullback, of retreat, slowdown in business, I've been working. I didn't back off. As a matter of fact, I've been doubling down on my marketing efforts. Just a few things. I went back and I did a campaign to intentionally make sure that I reconnected with every client that I've ever had and anybody I've ever had any kind of positive contact with, prospective clients. I made sure to do that. Doubled down on the cold emails, marketing to prospective clients through video production companies. And picked up a new job from that just this past week, and a number of other clients who've expressed interest that I'm still cultivating. Also, Fiverr. I've been working hard on that for the past year and a half. My average Fiverr job now pays more than my average job through my talent agents or pay-to-play sites or any other jobs. And again, that's been a very intentional strategy that I've been working, and it's taken a while. It didn't happen immediately. And I'm just now really starting to get really good traction on that. So that's fed into it. I think it's also important to note that if you look at that $12,000+, that's not because I had like a big job. I hit a lot of base hits. I don't hit a lot of home runs. I occasionally, will get the big job. But if you look at my income, it's because I hit a lot of base hits. My biggest job this past week was $1,800. But if you look at the average job, it was in the $300 to $400 range, which is right in the sweet spot for me. So again, just to put it in context. So I tell you all of that to say, as business owners, and if you have a voice, if you're in voiceover, you're a business owner. You have to look at it as a business and understand that there are ebbs and flows, and you don't want to overly react emotionally to anything that's going on. But when things pull back, it really is a good time to double down on your marketing efforts to make sure that your clients don't forget about you, that you're reaching out and making contact and entering the awareness of prospective clients, so that when things do start to pick up, that you will see growth. And in my case, it just happened to come back with a vengeance. And as a matter of fact, I'm recording this on Sunday, following the week I'm just telling you about, and I already have, I think, over $2,000 in work on the books for tomorrow, Monday. So I'm off to another amazing week for next week. So again, I just hope that gives you, a sense of what's been going on. Like I said, I've tried to be very transparent, the good, the bad, the ugly. And I just want to encourage you to, again, look at your business as a business and make sure that you're doing the things that will allow you to be sustainable and that will allow you to grow. And even though sometimes business is up, sometimes it goes down, as long as you're trending up through the ups and the downs, you're trending up, you're going to be okay. And if you feel like you need help, coaching or mentoring to understand the specific strategies that I'm talking about, or just building a voiceover business, I want to encourage you to check out my coaching mentoring program called the VoiceOver Blueprint. I'll put a link below. You simply go to the website, canyoudovo.com, to schedule a phone call to find out more. But thanks for checking out the video. I do wish you great success in your voiceover business. Stay strong, stay healthy, and I look forward to talking to you again soon.